Hey everyone! It's like super late right now. It's actually like midnight. So that's why the lighting's really weird. Because I only have like that light behind me on the ceiling. But that's okay. The lighting doesn't have to be super great because I'm just going to be talking. I'm not really going to be showing you anything. Yeah. I just watched Pynn's video talking about what he thinks of Criterion not releasing dual format editions anymore, and now they're doing, separate releases again for Blu-rays and DVDs. And his is the first video that I saw that's like solely dedicated to talking about this. We've known for almost a month. I think they announced it on the 13th of June that they were no longer doing dual format. So I thought that I would share my thoughts. I'm gonna try not to drag this out too much or think too much instead of just saying what I like I try to think of what I'm going to say. I should really just continue talking instead of pausing. Yeah. So, I used to like separate releases before, what? Oh my, I've just started and I'm already messing up. Okay, well, I used to like the separate releases more than the dual format before I even had a dual format. I saw people's videos on YouTube and they were showing, this new like packaging, and this is one of the dual formats that I have now, but I mean I got this in like May. So, yeah. And now I don't know whether I like dual format or the separate releases better. So I'm just going to go through and tell you my pros and cons with the dual format, basically. I'll start with the things I don't like about the dual format. The DVDs, like, I don't even touch them. I mean, I know that I've only had like a dual format release for a couple of months, but I'm not going to do anything with them probably. So there's one thing, and then also it kind of sucks for people who haven't upgraded to Blu-ray to have to buy the dual format and pay more for something that they can't even use, because the price that they're paying is essentially because it's the Blu-ray. It has a Blu-ray in it. So, like, at first I was like, who wasn't upgraded to Blu-ray? Like, a lot of people haven't upgraded to Blu-ray, which I think is, like, insane. I don't know. My family keeps up to date with, like, everything technology, though, because my dad is in IT, and he's, like, super interested in technology and does crazy things around the house. But Criterion had said that, like, the way their sales are, it's like 60% is Blu-ray and 40% is DVD, which I think is actually close. Like, I was surprised that it's that close. I was thinking something more drastic, like 80 and 20%. Yeah. So another thing with having the DVDs and Blu-rays in one set, I think that box sets are going to be, like, well, not anymore, but I feel like the box sets would be huge. Like, oh my god, I don't know. I don't really watch, like, Asian films that much. I've tried to, like, get into them. It just hasn't happened yet. I forgot the Zawatashi? Something. Is that set dual format? I can look it up. I'll look it up. Yeah. But I mean, like, having like twice as many discs, plus like one that has at least one that has special features. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Zatoichi. I don't know. Yeah, it is dual format. Oh my god. And it's 27 discs. See, like, to me, that's just way too much. That's way too many discs. Yeah. That's so many discs. I mean, I know that that set has a lot of movies anyway, but gosh, like, the number one thing that I want from this Criterion sale this month is the Essential Jacques Demy set that comes out on the 22nd. I'm, like, super excited for it. But, I mean, that's 6 movies, and there's 13 discs, and I'm definitely gonna have to put that somewhere else and not on the shelves. My shelves are, like, behind that thing. So that's where my movies are, and then I have, like, a bookshelf right here, and the top shelf has my, like, Alfred Hitchcock set and the James Dean collection and the Casablanca box set. So up there I have, and more, but up there I have, like, the big box sets. I'm probably gonna have to put the Essential Jacques Demy set up there too. Yes, so on the other hand, things that I like about the dual format is that at least I've got a DVD. Since I get Blu-rays, like, the DVD is, like, free. So that's pretty cool, even though I don't do anything with it. And then if I would do anything with it, it'd be like have a friend borrow it. Yeah, because my close friends don't have Blu-ray players anyway, but I'm really OCD about my things, so I wouldn't let them borrow the Blu-ray anyway. Unless I only had it in Blu-ray, then I might say, okay, but you have to give it back to me, like, in a few days. Like, there's a time limit, because I'm really crazy when it comes to my things. Like, really crazy. Like, not even just with, like, my movies, books, and CDs. It's, like, with just something on my desk. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna explain, like, my OCD right now. And so those, yeah, I have, like, a Word document up where I have, like, notes that I wrote, and I said, on the other hand, if I want to let a friend borrow a movie, I wouldn't be able to let him or her borrow it because my close friends don't have a Blu-ray player, and letting someone borrow a DVD makes more sense. That sentence doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, it does make sense. What I mean is, like, I wouldn't be able to let them borrow it because I'd only have, like, a Blu-ray, because my close friends don't have Blu-ray players. But then again, like, I added, but I'd prefer watching a movie with that person instead of having him or her borrow it. Of course, I think everyone prefers that. Although I do think that you get a different input sometimes. Like when you watch it by yourself. You're like, huh, I'm thinking of this in a different way. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that does that. Yeah, so those are my scattered thoughts. But one last point I wanted to mention is that I read this article. It's called The Rights and Wrongs of Criterion's Decision to Ditch Dual Format Releases. It's by Craig Skinner, and I will link it in the description if you would like to read it. And something that he mentions, like, towards the end of this article, he gets, like, anti-DVD, like, to the extreme. So, like, on the back of each Criterion release, that's too hard to see. Here we go. It says, the Criterion Collection is dedicated to gathering the greatest films from around the world and publishing them in editions of the highest technical quality with supplemental features that enhance the appreciation of the art of film. Visit us at Criterion.com, like right there. So he mentions that that's right on their releases. And so obviously Blu-ray is the highest technical quality. He gets super extreme, talking about like, oh, we need all Blu-ray right now. Like, okay, calm down. It will happen eventually, just like VHSs are irrelevant nowadays. And, you know, soon DVD will be that way, and Blu-ray will be like the DVD once was, and then I'm sure that there will be something else in the future. Like, we thought DVD, oh my god, it can't get any better. And now we have Blu-ray, and there's probably going to be something else, even though we think that Blu-ray's, you know, there's nothing better. At least now. So, he does mention a few things on here that I really like, though. He talks about, like, really supporting Blu-ray. And he thinks that Criterion took, like, a step back with ditching the dual format releases. And something that I like on here is that, like, if the dual format releases would have continued, or if, you know, people start supporting Blu-ray more, or buying, like, if more people start switching to Blu-rays, then maybe, you know, there's a possibility that the Eclipse series would move to Blu-ray, which would be really cool. I've thought about getting Eclipse series a few times. It hasn't happened. Like, I don't have any Eclipse series, but obviously I would prefer to have a Blu-ray than DVD, being a person with a Blu-ray player and preferring Blu-rays. So that'd be really cool. Another thing that he talks about, though, is that it says in his 2013 post, Peter Becker commented on the cost involved in producing 2 separate releases for each film. So that's going to be an issue that they're going to have to deal with again. And I think that's something that a lot of us have overlooked, because obviously they've gotten a lot of complaints. It's nice to know that they're listening, and people have complained that they prefer the separate releases over the dual format releases. So it's nice to know that they're taking in the consumers' opinions and the fans' opinions, but it probably, you know, Criterion's going to have to be paying more money now, producing separate, you know, DVD and Blu-ray. Obviously this isn't the same movie. Why would I have the same movie? Unless I upgraded. That was a dumb comment. Yeah. So now they're going to have to pay for more covers, cases, etc. Basically it's the same amount of discs, though. Yeah. So that's what I think. Sorry it wasn't more organized. I do that, oh my god. Sorry, every time I make a video, I, like, realize something that I do. So, and right now I just realized that at the end of my videos, I'm always like, sorry I didn't do this. Sorry I didn't do this. But I don't want to be filming, like, the same video, like, 5 times over and over and over again. That's what I think. Tell me what you think if you want to. Yeah, so I don't know if I prefer dual format or separate releases. Yeah. I will tell you, oh, there's a few things I forgot, I didn't write down about the dual format releases, though. Not this one, because has more like a, I don't know, it has less of a cardboard feel to it. But I have Fantastic Mr. Fox over on my shelf, and there's literally like a dent right down the middle, and I think it's from my nails, because I have long nails. But also, like, if you were to like bump against something, you know, something like this, you're perfectly fine. It's safe. But like this, if I took a pencil or a pen, I mean, this would be like on purpose, but why would I do that? This is hypothetical anyway. But if I was to take something, I could just, you know, slam right through it. And then I'd have, oh, this is difficult to do. And then I just have like a pencil or something. But like this, it's just gonna make like a little mark and maybe a dent. Yeah. I don't know. Also, shoot, oh yeah. Oh my god. I hate stacked discs. I hate them. I really do. Even though I prefer stacked discs over like the little thing that goes back and forth. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I don't like those things. They're kind of annoying. But I really don't like stacked discs either, because I feel like they have to make it so that it's like more secure in here. But oh shoot, what movie was I watching? And I was taking it out, and I literally felt like I was going to break the disc in half. I was so afraid. I was like, Chase, you have to do this. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. Which is weird, because why would I trust my brother to do it and not myself? But I ended up getting it, and it's fine. But I was really afraid that I was going to break it. Yeah. So, I've already kind of done my ending already by saying sorry. Tell me what you think. Thank you for watching. Yeah, and I will have a new video hopefully sometime soon. I don't know when I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble. I also have a video that I have yet to do because I've yet to watch the films. Like this one, like Foreign Correspondent. I haven't watched this yet. So, I'll try to get on it though. Okay, bye.